Ladies and gentlemen of the press, as well as those currently undergoing sexual reassignment, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this august house in June. As the Minister of Shark-Infested Water Affairs, it is my mandate to ensure that all water consumed by humans is free of sharks, that all water inhabited by sharks is free of humans, and that all sharks consumed by humans are free of seals. I would just like to say there's some confusion with our Afrikaans constituents who think that the sea vark is actually the sea pig, when in fact it is the sea koei, who is the hippopotamus ass, and the sea vark is actually the sea pig, which is why sharks taste like pork, because they eat seals, which are the sea vark, the sea pig. And that is why Jewish and Muslim people will not touch seals, because of the pork. And so, it is like Superman, who would not touch those green rocks, the kryptonite. If we were to make such a movie about Jewish and Muslim superheroes, we would call it Hamageddon or the Apocalypse. And if you wanted to get rid of that Jewish superhero who would not be Superman, but rather Goldman, Lieberman, or Suleiman, dan gooi hom met 'n varkworsie. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I have been in partnership with the Minister of Salmon and Shrubbery, Herrings and Haddocks, Minister Tina Jomasa Peterson, and we are in the process of lobbying Woolies to ask if they would consider creating a type of shark tuna to save the tuna. We have also asked them, in the interest of religious harmony, to put the halal logo next to the kosher stamp on the hot cross buns. We know that in Johannesburg, sharks are perhaps not of the top of your agenda as ladies and gentlemen of the press, and this is lucky because you have no systems in place to deal with a giant tidal wave sweeping over Johannesburg, bringing with it multiple schools of great whites or previously advantaged sharks, which are in fact, I'd like to point out, not even white. They are grayish or brownish in complexion. If I were racist, I would say they are great colored sharks. But they have front teeth. So let me just say, in conclusion, that it is very important not to mix alcohol and the ocean. There was a man recently in Cape Town who did so. He went for a swim and came back legless. And we should remember that if you read those signs and then you go into that water, then you do not have a leg to stand on, because we will ensure that as the minister, and I would like to say, dear Minister Jogabe, of course, the Xhosa word for Ogabe, I'm the Minister of, translated directly, it doesn't work. It says I'm the Minister of Crabs and other sexually transmitted crustaceans. So in conclusion, let me just say to the general public, to my Afrikaans constituents, please avoid the water inhabited by Afrikaans surfers who will greet you as you get out there by saying hi, and then you will be confused as to whether they are greeting or warning you. Lastly, if I could say to our international guests, Frenchmen in particular, that we will not have you in our waters, particularly if you are surfing, because the amount of times I have lost those guys and had to shout, Jacques! Jacques! And then we lead to all sorts of problems. I thank you.